Hello everyone, good morning. So, good morning guys. Shall we start the class? Pila sab asti galani. Hello everyone, mu Sudipta apan man welcome karuchi. This is StudyIQ OPS. Okay. So, we will start the class. Guys, apan man jemti jani chanti Monday, Wednesday and Friday moro class rahuchi. Monday amara science dekhuje, Wednesday ame EVS dekhuje and Friday class is about computer. So today's class is about the EVS. Some EVS question apan manku tike mess lagi pare ki science and biology like life science EVS and science merge ହେଇକି ଆସୁଛି because ଆମେ NCERT cover up କରିକି ଯାଉଛେ from the day 1 apan manku କହିଛି. So 5th class ro ebe start ଅଛି. So 5th 6th weeks अछि तो एते तो upper version रो सेमानकर कोर्स नाही तो जोटा कि हमर एग्जाम रे भी पढ़ी पारे there is a probability of asking in the exam. Very good morning Priyadarshini. Very good morning. So guys देखंतु हमर ऑलरेडी ओडिशा पीएससी रो निश्चय बैच जोटा कि ऑलरेडी 11th बैच हमरा कंप्लीट हे सारी छी. This is the 12th batch जोटा कि हमरा ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट हेबा को जाउची from 26th of April 2025. Those students are interested to purchase our batch, they can use my code SSP live and get the least discounted price, that is 9,999. Okay. And अपन मन भाबिबे कि हमर ऑलरेडी बैच गाइस लॉन्च सरी छी जोटा कि हमर परिपूर्ण बैच हला प्रगति बैच हला देन अपन पचरिबे कि मैम निश्चय बैच पुणी कोन गाइस जो स्टूडेंट माने ओडिसा रे भी रहू चंती तांकू हिंदी फैकल्टीज मानकर रिक्वायरमेंट अछि से माने चाहू चंती प्रिपरेशन करिया को आईएएस faculties manangotu they can avail this. Okay, not an big issue. That is totally depend upon you. So paripurna batch for our batch like for OPSC pai the foundation batch already gote start hi sarichi eta hochi second batch jodi bi apna manankar interest achi then apna mane mo code SSP live use kariki discounted price se taku avail kari pare. Okay, and already eta amara 13th April ru start hi sarlani like heba ku jauchi, sorry for that. And first question of the class is dekho, which method is used to separate cream from milk? Tell me the right answer in the comment section. Which method is used to separate cream from milk? Is that filtration? Is that decantation? Is that churning? Is that evaporation? What will be the right answer? Please give me the right answer in the comment section, guys. Very good morning, Subham. Very good morning. Guys, answer the comment section. Which method is used to separate cream from milk? जो ओमफेड फैक्ट्रीज सब अच्छी मिल्क मू फैक्ट्रीज है जेते सब मिल्क फैक्ट्रीज अच्छी सेतरे कोन होची ना गोटे मेथड रे अप्लाई करिकि ता कोन घुरा जाउची मिल्क गुडा को देन सेतरु क्रीम को कोन सेपरेट कर जाउची से मेथड ता कोन हबो? वेरी गुड, दिस इज सॉरी वी decanting, no, this is churning. This is the method is known as churning. See guys, total गोटे बड़ गोल परिका थिबो मे बी एल्युमिनियम और समथिंग कोथरे थियरी सेटा आई डोंट नो एग्जैक्टली बट ता भितरे मिल्क रहिबो एंड सेटा घुरा जिवो स्पीड रे. ओके, देन कंटीन्यूअसली तार सब फैट हैला एंड अदर जेते विटामिन ए डी बाहर कला परे क्रीम को देन जो फोर्टिफाइड मिल्क हमर मार्केट रे मिलुची ड्यू टू द डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ विटामिन ए एंड डी इन आवर बॉडी गवर्नमेंट रेटा गोटे स्टेप की फोर्टिफाइड मिल्क हैला फोर्टिफाइड सॉल्ट हैला ई सब हमरा मार्केट रे अवेल करूची. तो आफ्टर क्रीम को सेपरेट कला परे ही से माने कोन करंती ना फोर्टिफाइड ए एंड डी ऐड करके मार्केट को छोड़ती. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन गाइस. सॉरी, अच्छा 101 ना क्या Okay. So next question is the process of converting a liquid into vapor to separate a soluble solid is called. जो process रे आमे separate करूचे कहा को ना soluble solid को okay कोथिरु ना converting liquid into vapor direct liquid को vapor करूचे and rest part आमे कौन ना soluble solid को separate करूचे ताको कौन कहसे is that condensation is that sublimation is that sedimentation or this is evaporation. Jai Jagannath Chandrasekhar. Centrifugal force applied on the churning process of the milk, the separation of cream from the milk. No, not sublimation. Subham, अलगा लेवल ना ढाबा पिटुचा तमे बुझिला कि रुह टिके धीरे सुस्ते दिया. The process guys जो थिरा हमरा कौन हुए ना convert हुए liquid into vapor. That means guys कौन हबो तो obviously सेटा evaporate हबो ना यदि liquid को हमें heat दोचे and सेटा convert हो जाउचे all of sudden vapor रे तो कौन हबो एटा process टा तमे कौन कहूचे evaporation कहूचे एटा already तम माने पढिछ राइट तो एथिरे किछ कंफ्यूज होला बले अछि कि this is the process of evaporation. This is the process of evaporation. Then condensation कोठू ना evaporate होउची जो हमारा liquid टा gas को then gas टा again कौन होउची ना हमारा cloud एतले convert होउची तो method टा को कौन कहंदी icing होला पर ताको कहंदी condensation. Then again सेते बेले earth को आसुची earth atmosphere को fall down करूची then ताको हम कौन कहउची ना the method is called precipitation. Okay. Next see. Which of the following method is used to separate a mixture of sand and iron fillings? Now tell me, which of the following methods is used to separate a mixture of sand and iron fillings? That is the winnowing, that is magnetic separation, that is filtration, that the hand picking. Guys, देखो तो कौन अच्छी ना iron बाहर करिवार अच्छी. तो आयरन को इजीली कोठी रे मिक्स हेकी अछि आयरन छोड़ा अलग को मटेरियल ले मिक्स हेकी अछि मेटल सहित मिक्स हेकी अछि देन तक हम सेपरेट को मेथड करि परिबा दिस इज सो मच इजी या दिस इज सो इजी वेरी गुड तो ऑब्वियसली जोठी आयरन अछि आमे जदी ताको अप्लाई करले कोन से भी मैग्नेट ता ऊपर अप्लाई करले देन आयरन तो ऑटोमेटिक किछि हेकी पड़े आसीबो तो सेपरेशन हेइसिबो सैंड एंड आयरन ओके. See, what is the magnetic separation, guys? The method is magnet is moved over the mixture containing iron. Magnet particles such as iron are drawn towards the magnet and stick to it, while non-magnetic impurities remain. Okay. See next. Which method is used to separate tea leaves from prepared tea? From prepared tea, tea leaves को हमें separate करूचे. बने साला परे चा पत्ती को जो तम माने काढी दोचो तो से मेथड टा को कोन कहंती वी नो आमे समस्त जानि छे कि केमिति ताको लाइक सेपरेट करूचे बट क्वेश्चन पचारिबा कि से मेथड ना कोन आ से इंग्लिश वर्ड टा ही त मानको पे इंपोर्टेंट एग्जाम पर्सपेक्टिव तो ताको ही माने रखो दैट इज decantation that is filtration that is sieving that is sawing. What will be the right answer, guys? That is filtration. That is filtration method. That's key. किछि आपण माने देखिबे कि चा पत्ती रो लीव्स को आपण माने सेपरेट करिवे स्टिल किछि किछि छोटे छोटे पार्टिकल्स भी तळକୁ पळि आसीबो सेटा डिपेंड करे कोन ना आपण जो स्टेनर रे ताकू छानुचंदी स्टेनर रे जो होल अछि सेटा केते छोटो केते बड़ अछि से होलटा ता पे डिपेंड करे कि चा पत्ती तळକୁ आसीबो नै तो सेटा कोन ना गोटे लेयर बिटवीन द टू पार्टिकल्स बिटवीन द टी एंड द टी लीव्स. Okay. So what is filtration, guys? Filtration is a process that separates solid particles from a liquid or gas by passing the mixture through a filter. Okay. Next, what is the principle behind winnowing? Tell me, what is the principle behind winnowing? That is difference in solubility, difference in weight, difference in magnetic property, difference in boiling point. What will be the right answer, guys? चंद्रशेखर तमे लाइब्रेरी आज जाई न कि व्हाट इज द प्रिंसिपल बिहाइंड विनोइंग विनोइंग एटा गाइस तमरा एटा कोन मन रखो जते बेले तम माने सपोज अट्टा या फिर चूड़ा गारे देखिथिबो घरे तम माने चूड़ा पेसै के आनला परे तो चूड़ा रो जो कुंडा को सेपरेट करंती केमिति करंती ताकू चलै की करंती राइट तो कोन हला हेवी पार्टिकल्स रही जाउची लाइटर पार्टिकल्स हमर होल दे की बाहर जाउची अदरवाइज तो सब बाहर जाता राइट so see so what will be the right answer na difference in weight so definition कौन होची now winnowing is a method used by farmers to separate grains yes जदि आपण माने चाउल रे कुल्ला को भी सॉरी एक्सट्रीमली सॉरी कुल्ला रे चाउल को जते बेला आपण माने पाछुडंती तो लाइटर पार्टिकल्स रा कोन ना मूव अवे हे जानती एंड द हेवियर पार्टिकल्स रिमेन इनसाइड द कौन कोंदी इनसाइड द कुल्ला ओके नेक्स्ट the process of removing husk from grains by wind is called jete bele आपण माने से grains रू कुंडा को बाहर करचंती ओके एंड कोथरे ना winding method ताकू कोन कहसे is that sieving is that threshing is that winnowing and that is hand picking एबे just तार example देली 106 मेंशन करके आंसर दिया बिकॉज तमने एते लेट रे आंसर दोछु एंड आगु को आसुची मेरी yes that is winnowing see which method is not suitable to separate salt from water like guys गोटे ही मेथड तमे ऑड वन आउट करिवो बाकी तीनटा मेथड कोन ना अप्लाई होबो सॉल्ट को वाटर रे सेपरेट करबा को so what will be the odd one out is that evaporation is that filtration is that crystallization is that distillation what will be the right answer which method is not suitable to separate salt from water answer there yes this is filtration बाकी evaporation process रे crystallization process रे and also distillation process रे हमें salt को water to separate करि परिबा okay so to separate salt and water first हमको कौन दरकार ना evaporating dish दरकार the beaker दरकार tripod दरकार wire gauze दरकार and the Bunsen burner दरकार so chemicals कौन दरकार हुए solution of salt water that's it and method set up the apparatus as shown and this is the whole process you can read through it next see the method used to separate two immiscible liquid is the method used to separate two immiscible liquid is that fractional distillation is that decantation is that separating funnel is that sedimentation what will be the right answer of 108 question number the method used to separate two immiscible liquid is what will be the right answer guys Priyadarshini Siddharth Chandrasekhar please to give the right answer in the comment section को मेथड रे आमे दीटा मिसी न पारुथुवा लिक्विड को सेपरेट करि परिबा सपोज वाटर रे ऑयल हैला ताको आमे केमिति सेपरेट करि परिबा द मेथड इज सेपरेटिंग द funnel मेथड रे आमे टू इमिसिबल लिक्विड को सेपरेट करि परिबा तो mixture of two immiscible liquid with different density suppose water हैला and oil हैला ताको आमे केमिति सेपरेट करि परिबा ना by the method of the what six separating funnel okay next see what is the process of removing insoluble impurities from water by allowing them to settle What is the process of removing insoluble impurities from water by allowing them to settle? Suppose आमे filter घरे जो अच्छा आंसर भी कही देलेनी कि अच्छा कुह अबे तथापि फिल्टर आमे यूज करूचे बट से फिल्टर भितरे जो आमे कैंडल यूज करते से कैंडल रे ऑलरेडी सेतिकी लेयर हेकी थाए सो से मेथड टाकू कोन कहसाए इज दैट फिल्ट्रेशन इज दैट कंडेंसेशन इज दैट सेडिमेंटेशन और दैट इज डिकैंटेशन को very good. Yes. So what will be the right answer? This is sedimentation. This is sedimentation. So what is sedimentation, guys? Now, sedimentation is the natural process in which sediments such as sand, mud, mineral particles are deposited on the bottom of the bodies of the water, such as rivers, lakes, or seas. But during sedimentation, suspended particles in the water gradually settle due to gravity, creating layers of sediment on the bed. So धीरे धीरे heavier particles धीरे धीरे कौन तौल को बसी जाती then जोटा हमारे पाउचे पूरा clean water like clean but not the bacteria free water but clean water still हमें ऊपर देखिवा को मिलुଛି. Okay, next see. The instrument used in the centrifugation method is the instrument used in the centrifugation method is what? Grinder, that is sieve, that is centrifuge, or that is funnel. What will be the right answer, guys? One 10 question number, Priyadarshini Siddharth. Very good. That is centrifuge. That is centrifuge is the instrument जो थे हमें कौन करूचे ना centrifugation method को apply करूचे. So see, अच्छा. So guys, प्रथम बैच हमारा already launch है सारिलानी 18th April रू for the OSSC CGL पाई. मो कोड SSP live यूज करके अपना 1800 discounted price रे ताको avail करी पारिबे. Already बहुत सारा पिला join कलेनी and class भी start हेलेनी and एटा बैच 3 हमारा already दीटा बैच successfully सॉरी. And again प्रारंभ बैच same एटा OPSC ASO 2025 रो एटा SSP live यूज करके मो कोड 1800 दे ताको भी avail करी पारिबे आपण माने टॉप एजुकेटर्स माने आपनको प्रोवाइड करिवे टॉप लेक्चर्स. Okay, see next question, guys. Which separation technique is based on the difference in particle size? Which separation technique is based on the difference in particle size? Is that churning? Is that filtration? Is that sieving? Or that is distillation? Separation technique is based on the difference in particle size. Particle size अनुसार कौन ना से separate है कि layering है कि suppose आपण माने देखी थिबे एटा गोटे चला and ता पाखरे varieties माने छोटो अच्छी होल बट से होल रो साइज ऊपर डिपेंड करे के को टाइप रो केति की हमर कोन छाणी हे कि तळु को आसीबो को टाइप रो मटेरियल्स आसीबो देन हमें आउट टिके सरू वाला चला यूज करबा देन आउट टिके बहुत ही स्मूथ किछि भी पाउडर हम पाई परिबा देन आउट टिके बाहर कले सबुठू स्मूथ तो एटा जो फाइनेस्ट हमें पाउडर पाउचे सेटा डिपेंड करूची कोन ना पार्टिकुलर साइज ऊपर एंड द मेथड टा को गाइस कोन No, that is not filtration, guys. That is not filtration. That is sieving. That is sieving. See, that is sieving. Separating mixtures are called sieving. Okay. सेथिपाई कहूची आपण मानकु लागुथिबो क्लास बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन मैम बहुत इजी आनुसंती बट ए वर्ड गुडा तम मानकु मन रखियाटा बहुत डिफिकल्ट हिसबो जोटा कि इजीली एग्जाम रे पढिबो एंड तमने भाबुथिबो अरे एटा तो मु घरे भी करिछि even I have used that but I don't know what the appropriate word for the exact sentence. Okay, see what is next. Hand picking is the best suited for hand picking हमें को केस रे करूचे बाकी बहुत सारा प्रोसेस अछि हमें सेपरेशन करिवा पई बट हैंड पिकिंग हमें कोथरे करूचे रिमूव वाटर फ्रॉम ए सॉल्यूशन कोन वाटर को लाइक गोटे सॉल्यूशन रे हमें वाटर को रिमूव करिया पई हैंड रे यूज करि परिबा कि removing small impurities from large sized solids or removing cream from milk or removing salt from water. Guys, do remember this कि हमें liquid रू किसी जिनसा separate करिया पे हमारे hand use करी परिबा. Only in case of solid हमें ही use करी परिबा. So what will be the right answer? And removing small impurities from large sized solids. Yes. So next thing. Which of the following is used? Which of the following is used to obtain pure water from sea water? को process रे आमे sea water रू pure water को पाई परुछे. Is that filtration? Is that sedimentation? Is that distillation? Or that is decantation? Tell me the right answer in the comment section. C. Yes. So sea water रू आमे pure water को पाउछे केमिति ना through the process that is distillation method. Distillation method. No Nandini, not decantation. Okay, this is distillation. This is distillation method. Okay. The next question. Which method can be used to separate a mixture of alcohol and water? Water सहित alcohol जेतले mix हे जाय थाय को method रे हमें ताको separate करि पारुछ. कोना मैम सेपरेट करिवा कोन दरकार अल्कोहल सहित वाटर तो मिसिची पी देबा काम शेष आ सेपरेट कोन करिया. नेक्स्ट सेपरेट ऑटोमेटिक हेसियो. आंसर दिया filtration, evaporation, that is the fractional distillation or that is sedimentation. What will be the right answer, guys? Which method can be used to separate a mixture of alcohol and water? One 14 question answer दिया. Priyadarshini, what will be the right answer for the question number 114? Sanjeev, तमे 113 रे कहीं अच्छो 114 तो हमर चली छी, right? So this is fractional distillation. जो मेथड में alcohol and water को separate करूछे मने रखो, that is the process is known as fractional distillation. See, what is fractional distillation? Guys, it is effective for separating liquids with closer boiling. Separating liquids with closer boiling points compared to simple distillation. It's commonly used in the petrochemical industry to refine crude oil into various components like gasoline, diesel. ये सब separate करिबारे apply हुए कोन ना fractional distillation. Okay. See next, what is the crystallization? Crystallization is better than evaporation to obtain pure substance because what? Crystallization is better than evaporation to obtain pure substance because how evaporation to crystallization amar better hoji kona na pure substance paiba because it's faster, because it removes all impurities, because it is a physical method, or some solids may decompose or get charred or heating. Tell me what will be the right one? Crystallization is better than evaporation to obtain pure substance because some solids may decompose or get charred on heating. Charred on heating. That's why crystallization method is the best one. Okay. See. There is 4 steps of crystallization. That is, first amar kon habo na steam to dissolve the solid. then solid dissolve hela pare taku evaporate kara jaye, then again amara step 3 रे कौन हुए ना crystal को collect करा जाए, then filter paper use करके crystal को water रू like liquid रू soluble रू कौन ताको separate करा जाए. Next, see what will be the right next question, guys. Which method is used to separate ammonium chloride from mixture of salt and ammonium chloride? Guys, salt and ammonium chloride mix ହେଇକି ଥିଲେ ତାକୁ କୋଉ method ରେ ଆମେ separate କରି परिबा? Distillation, crystallization, sublimation or evaporation? What will be the right answer? 116 Priyadarshini. Which method is used to separate ammonium chloride from a mixture of salt and ammonium chloride? Ammonium chloride सहित salt जेतेबेले mix ହେଇକି थिबो आमे को मेथड रे ताको separate करि परिबा from the mixture? Very good. This is sublimation. This is sublimation method. See, sublimation process कौन कहूची? Now once आमे ice को again कौन करि परिबा ना steam देकी like ताको convert करि परिबा liquid रे, again liquid को पुणी आमे कौन एटा गुटे that is a reversible process. ताको आमे again water करि परिबा, then पुणी temperature down करके ताको again ice cube रे आमे convert करि परिबा. See, what is the next question? Which of the following pairs can be separated by filtration? Which of the following pairs can be separated by filtration? Is that oil and water? Is that salt and water? Is that sand and water? Is that sugar and water? Which of the following pairs can be separated by filtration? Filtration method रे हमें कहा को separate करी परिबा वो solution. Yes, this is sand and water. This is sand and water. So this is the process हमें जो थे कि कौन sand and water को separate करी परिबा. Okay. Next, see the process of transferring the clear liquid from the top after sedimentation is called. The process of transferring the clear liquid from the top after sedimentation is called. Is that filtration? Is that evaporation? Is that decantation? Is that distillation? The process of transferring the clear liquid from the top after sedimentation. Sedimentation ପରେ ଆମେ clear liquid को कौन ना separate कर दोचे से solution. तो कौन होगा सेटा? The method is called decantation. Yes, Priyadarshini. This decantation. Okay. So this is a process for separation of mixture of immiscible liquids or of a liquid and a solid mixture such as a suspension, and incomplete separation is witnessed during the separation of two immiscible liquids. एटा immiscible liquid रो आमे जते बेले गोटे टफ लेयर रो liquid को separate करि परिबा mixture रो आमे सेटा को कोन कहबा ना this is decantation. See what will be the next question. The boiling point is an important factor in which method of separation? The boiling point is an important factor in which method of separation? Is that magnetic separation? Is that filtration? Is that fractional distillation? Or this is sedimentation? The boiling point is an important factor in which method of separation? One 120 question आसिला गोठू प्रियदर्शिनी 120 नंबर तो मैं पर्यंत आस जाइनी ना. Yes, so 119 रही तमे आंसर दोजो मैं जानि छी. So the boiling point is an important factor in fractional distillation. That's कि boil करी के हमें कौन ना ताको separate करी पारुछु गुटे mixture. See, so this is fractional distillation जो थी कि हमरा कौन liquid and alcohol को separate करी. Yes, I got it. Don't worry. Next question. Sieving is useful to separate components when sieving is useful to separate components when one is soluble in water, one is heavier than the other, they differ in color, they differ in particle size. Tell me, sieving is useful to separate components when? Tell me the right answer. When one is soluble in water, or one is heavier than the other, or they differ in color, they differ in particle size. Yes. So, sieving depend upon the particle size. एबे ही तो कहितली particle size ऊपर depend करे. Suppose एटा देखो धीरे धीरे जो होल रे कमी 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 एग्जाम सॉलिड जे आसला भारी. सो लास्ट रे हमर फिल्टर पेपर यूज कले आउ जहा रेस्ट पोर्शन रही गला, रेस्ट इम्प्यूरिटीज रही गला, ताको भी हमें कोन स्टेन आउट करि परिबा. यस. नेक्स्ट गाइस, हमारा ओडिशा पीएससी रो अभ्यास प्रीलिम बैच भी ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट ही सालानी फ्रॉम द 31st मैच. एटा होची मॉक टेस्ट सीरीज पूरा एग्जाम रो पैटर्न सेम वाइज समानकर जो माने भी एटा देइथिबे से माने ऑलरेडी तापय बहुत सारा लाइक प्रैक्टिस स्टार्ट ही सारलानी. आपण माने जदि चाहू चंदे आपण प्रैक्टिस को बूस्टन करिया पे, एंड जदि आपण माने नो डाउट फॉर ओपीएससी पे प्रिपेयर हो चंती, देन डू जॉइन. ओके, वन एग्जाम पे एटा किछि वर्क नै, बट ओपीएससी पिलांको पे बहुत ही हेल्पफुल करूछि. So next question guys, which of the following is a reversible change? Which of the following is a reversible change? Now tell me, burning a paper, melting of ice, cooking of rice, or roasting of iron. Guys, paper को burn करलो, again से जो burning paper से ash उड़ा को तमे माने कोन एकाठी करके पूरी paper करि परिबो की? So no, this one not. Again as a cooking of rice. So once तमे भात बनै देला चाउल रु, then अगर चाउल को सॉरी भात को सुखे की पुणी कोन चाउल करि परिबो? No, this one not also. Okay, then rusting of iron. लुहारे रस लागि गला परे ताकू जदि तमे घसिलो मे बी रस छाडी जिवो, बट तारो डेंसिटी तो कमी जिवो ना. तो सेटा भी कोन तमे करि परिबो की? नो. सो व्हाट विल बी द राइट आंसर? मेल्टिंग ऑफ आइस. वंस तमे वाटर को टेम्परेचर लो करी की आइस रे कन्वर्ट करलो, अगेन हीट ऑफ टेम्परेचर देला परे से कोन अगेन कोन वाटर ही जिवो. नेक्स्ट, what type of change occurs when water is boiled? Tell me, what type of change occurs when water is boiled? Is that irreversible physical change, chemical change, reversible physical change, or no change? कौन कहूच तमे? प्रियदर्शिनी मैम, भात सुखी गले तो चाउल भी चाउल भली देखा जाए अबडार एग्जांपल तम माने नहीं परिबो, बट एग्जैक्टली सेटा चाउल रे पुणी हेई परिबन, ताको पुणी रांधिला भात ही छिबो. देखा जिबा हेबाटा बोल्ड डिफरेंट थिंग गाइस. ओके, नाउ यार आंसर दियो. 122 दे सलणी. यस, वेरी गुड. सो दिस इज रिवर्सिबल फिजिकल चेंज. दिस इज रिवर्सिबल फिजिकल चेंज. ओके, what is guys reversible and irreversible change? The reversible change guys, reversible changes are those in which the original substance can be brought back to its initial states. The initial state रे जति के हमें यूज करी थिबा, सपोज आइस को एग्जांपल नियो. आइस को हमें जदि पुणी थारे मेल्ट करे से पुणी बैक टू द ओरिजिनल फॉर्म इनिशियल फॉर्म वाटर को कन्वर्ट हे जिवो दैट इज रिवर्सिबल बट इन केस ऑफ इरिवर्सिबल जदि आपण माने गच्छ को काटी देले वुड को कट डाउन कर देले देन ताको नेकी पुणी थारे लगेबे ताहले से कोन पुणी से जो पोर्शन आपण माने काटी चंदी सेटा कोन पुणी जॉइंट हे परिबो कि नो हे परिबोनी सो दैट इज नॉट and rusting of iron burning paper cooking vegetables tearing paper these are not the example so see which of the following changes cannot be reversed your answer dear folding a paper pressing a rubber band cutting a piece of wood or melting wax guys paper को fold कले automatic obviously ताको पुणी खोली देले से back to normal आसी जीवो रबर बैंड को स्ट्रेच कर पुणी छाड़ी दियो बैक टू द फॉर्म आसी जीवो मेल्टिंग वैक्स तमे गोटे कैंडल को सपोज कैंडल टाको नेकी कोन हीट देला आसे मेल्ट कर देला देन अगेन ताको पुणी से शेप रे ढाली देले पुणी गोटे कैंडल शेप से आसी जीवो सो दिस आर द रिवर्सिबल रिएक्शन बट कटिंग अ पीस ऑफ वुड सेमति के मन को जस्ट कहिली so this is not okay this is not next which of these is a chemical change which of these is a chemical change freezing water breaking a candle dissolving salt in water dear which of these is a chemical change abitru kota freezing water breaking a glass burning of a candle or dissolving salt in water yes so what will be the right answer this is the burning of a candle this is a chemical change rest all are the physical change next so what is the physical changes and chemical changes guys in a physical change matter changes form but not chemical identity but in a chemical change a chemical reaction occurs and new product are formed suppose candle गोटे बर्न हे गला पारे तो थोड़ी ना आपनकर वैक्स बंची थिबो सब तो जळी ही जाइथिबो बट एठी आपन जदी आइस को हेला मेल्ट कला फल रे वाटर को पाई परले अगेन ताको पुनी आइस क्यूब रे कन्वर्ट करि परिबे एंड गाइस वुड को कट डाउन कला फल रे आपन माने पुनी काठर पीस पीस पाई परिबे बट किछि पाइबे छि मिस हबले ओके नेक्स्ट what happens when iron is left in the open air and gets rusted what happens when iron is left in the open air and gets rusted is that a physical change is that a reversible change is that a temporary change or that is a irreversible chemical change what happens when iron is left in the open air and gets rusted what happens when iron is left in the open air and gets rusted yes this is a chemical change and also a irreversible so this is a irreversible chemical change okay so classification of change को कौन करा जाइछि ना one is reversible and irreversible and physical and chemical so reversible कोटा ना melting of ice folding of paper you can give a example of those and irreversible कोटा breaking of glass and the cutting of nails these are irreversible once cut down hela pore they cannot be back to the original form or the initial form or the physical quota now boiling of water dissolution of sugar these are the physical change once dissolve हे गला परे again तमे ताको पुनी कोन मेथड अप्लाई करी कि सेपरेट करी भी परिबो बट केमिकल चेंज कोन रस्टिंग ऑफ आयरन कंबशन ऑफ फ्यूल्स एटा वंस सरी गला परे ताको तमे बैक टू नॉर्मल फॉर्म या फिर सेतु सेपरेट करी कि कोनोसी भी मेथड रे ताको पाई परिबोनी ओरिजिनल फॉर्म को नेक्स्ट सी which of these is not a which of these is an example of a change caused by heating is that evaporation of water is that rusting of iron is that decay of food or that is dissolving sugar in tea tell me Which of these is an example of a change caused by heating? Caused by heating. Is that evaporation of water? Is that rusting of iron? Is that decay of food? Or that is dissolving sugar in tea? Very good. This is what? The evaporation of water. This is the ଯଦି ଆମେ water को heat ଦଉଛେ ତା ଫଳରେ କଣ ହଉଛି ନା ଆମର evaporation ହେଇଯାଉଛି. That means this is a caused by heating. But rusting of iron को heat ଦେଲା ପରେ କଣ rust ହଉଛି କି? No. Food को heat ଦେଲା ପରେ କଣ decay ହଉଛି କି? No. Dissolve କରୁଛି sugar को tea ରେ dissolve କରିବା ପାଇଁ. ହଁ ଏଇଟା ହେଇପାରେ. Dissolving sugar in tea ହେଇପାରେ. Which of these is an example of change of caused by heating? But appropriately haba evaporation of water. Okay. Next, see. So evaporation occurs on the surface of a liquid when a substance in a liquid state is changing to a gaseous state. Okay. Next question answer diya. Next question answer diya, guys. Which of the following changes involves which of the following changes involves a change of state but not a change in substance? But not a change in substance. What will be the right answer? Is that boiling water? Is that cooking an egg? Is that burning wood? Is that curdling of milk? Which of the following changes involves a change of state but not a change in substance? Substance change habani but state re change hoji. Kouthire? Boiling water, cooking an egg, burning wood, or curdling of milk. No, Siddharth. Are you giving the answer for question number 127 or the previous one? Which of the following changes involves a change of state but not a change in substance? This is boiling of water. This is boiling of water. Chemical change केमिति होची ना cause one or more new substance to be formed and a chemical change in difficult or impossible to reverse. So मन रखिबा chemical change टा is a irreversible change also. Next, see. And guys, the law of conservation of mass. According to in a chemical reaction, the total mass of the reactants is always equal to the total mass of the products. Total number of reactants is always equal to the total number of mass of the products. Okay. Next, see. Mixing vinegar and baking soda. Mixing vinegar and baking soda produces bubbles. What type of change is this? Is that a physical change? Is that a temporary change? Is that a chemical change? Or that is a reversible change? Cool. Mixing vinegar and baking soda produces bubbles. Once mix करके देखो bubbles produce होगा. But ये change टा काहे की होची? Because of the chemically से react करूचंदी each other सहित. So this is a chemical change, a chemical reaction होची. So a chemical change occurred when you combined baking soda and vinegar. Vinegar is acidic. When the molecules in baking soda mix with the acid, some of their atoms are more attracted to the acid and they break apart to form new molecules. Okay. See next. Why is the change of seasons considered a natural change? Why is the change of seasons considered a natural change? Because it can be reversed manually, because it is a man-made, because it occurs naturally and periodically, because it happens only in certain countries. 129 question answer दिया. तमनको क्वेश्चन ठीक से देखा जाउची? Yes, this is because it occurs naturally and periodically. Because it's occurs naturally and periodically. Okay, change of season केमिति हुए? Naturally हुए. And certain period आसिला परे ही हुए. So the Earth is a sphere, title on its axis tilted on its axis 23 degree, 23.5 degree रे, and total number of जिस अर्थ तार कौन अराउंड रिवॉल्व करूची एंड जेमिति से रिवॉल्व करूची 365 डेज भीतर हमर केतरा टोटल 6 टा सीजन देखिबा को मिलुची. नेक्स्ट सी, which of the following is both reversible and physical in nature? Which of the following is both reversible and physical in nature? Is that storing of milk? Is that boiling of water? Is that frying of vegetables? Is that burning of wood? Which of the following is both reversible and physical in nature? Most of the cases mane rakha joda physical change ase that is reversible also, and joda chemical that is irreversible. Okay, so boiling of water is a physical and a reversible change. Next thing, which of the following is not a characteristics of living beings? Which of the following is not a characteristics of living beings? Is that growth, reproduction, breathing, or roasting? Which of the following is not a characteristic of living beings? Growth, reproduction, breathing, or roasting? Guys, living beings रा कौन growth भी हवा, living beings रे reproduction भी हवा, living beings रे breathing हवा, but कौन roast लगी वो कि living रे? No. Okay, this is not. So process of roasting कौन होची guys? ना जिते बड़े हमारा iron सहित कौन ना oxygen and water रा mix है कि लागे, then जरा roasting हमारा start पे ता ऊपरे iron ऊपरे लगी. Next see, which characteristic helps plants make their own food? Plants जिते बड़े तांकर own food बनाती due to the presence of what co-processor plant रे ही थाए सेथि लागी से मान तांकर निजे निजे food बनाती. Movement, photosynthesis, reproduction or excretion. Guys, excretion कौन रहउची ना हमर excrete हे जिबा, that means drain out हे जिबा. Movement करिबा फल रे हमर food सहित किछि relation नाही, and reproduction also तासहित हमर कोन new plant generate हबा, but due to the presence of photosynthesis हमर कोन photosynthesis process होउची plants रे, that's why this is lay down to the food formation. See, so photosynthesis process भी guys मने रखो in the presence of sunlight and carbon dioxide जते बेला हमर कोन glucose form करूची and byproduct भाबरे oxygen हमर release हे जाउची, and due to the presence of chlorophyll pigments in the leaves of the plant, total process ता हमर होउची that is photosynthesis. Okay, see next question. The ability of living beings to respond to stimuli is known as. The ability of living beings to respond to stimuli is known as respiration, sensitivity, adaptation, or locomotion. The ability of living beings to respond to stimuli is known as, this is sensitivity guys. This is sensitivity guys. So, example of environmental stimuli may be changes in the amount of light present, changes in temperature, sound, amount of water, space, amount of types of food or other organisms present. Okay, this is the perfect example. Next, see. Which of the following is true about all living organisms? Which of the following is true about all the living organisms? They move from one place to another. They grow in size and number. They have bones. they make their own food. Guys, आपण माने जानिथिबे लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स रे प्लांट्स भी हमर आसुची. So move कथा जेते कहि देछि ताको ऑड वन आउट करिवो. Move को इंक्लूड करिवनी. And they have bones. All living beings, that doesn't mean कि all living beings have the bones. Okay. So what will be the right answer? No, not C. Not C. 134 not C. ठीक है, ट्रिक तो अप्लाई करो. So they grow in size and number. Living organisms मानकर गोटे कैरेक्टरिस्टिक कौन है ना दे तांकर साइज रैपिडली वृद्धि होई थाए. They do take part in the reproduction. Okay. The fungus hella, plants hella, animals hella, bacteria hella, archaea hella, and the protists hella. These are all the living organisms. I am B. मुझे तो कहली B ही होगा. Okay. Very good afternoon, Samir. Next. What process do living beings use to get energy from food? Is that digestion? Is that circulation? Is that respiration, or that is reproduction? It's okay. Political class kora, not an issue. What process do living beings use to get energy from food? Digestion, circulation, respiration, or reproduction? Why the process of respiration कौन हुए ना हमें फूड रो एनर्जी पाउचे. फूड रो एनर्जी पाउचे. अच्छा, डाइजेशन तो सब हो जाउचे, देन एनर्जी केमती पाउचे? यदि लिक्विड पिउच सेटा डाइजेशन न होउची, देन त माने एनर्जी पाई परिबने सेथरो. So this is respiration, guys. This is respiration. So cellular respiration, guys, what ना first the light energy रू हमें पाई पारुछे. Light energy रू हमें cellular respiration हमर हेई पारुची, and हमें ताकू energy in the form of sunlight रू D3 भी हमें पाउचे. That is helps in what? Cellular respiration. Next. Which one of the following is an example of growth in a non-living thing? Which one of the following is an example of growth in a non-living thing? मैम आपण 500 क्वेश्चन करी छंती सेतिकी पढिले हबो ना कि मैम एसआई पई गाइस एसआई रो जीएस पोर्शन कथा पचारछ राइट गाइस म कंप्यूटर भी तो देछि अच्छा जीएस कथा पचारछ गाइस सब जिंस तो 500 भीतर ही रहबनी बियॉन्ड दैट भी किछ आसी पारे बट यस आपनकर 70% क्वेश्चन सेतरे कवर अप हे जाय ओके डाइजेशन हेले ही तो फूड रो एनर्जी आसीबो ना ताहले तापर हम आउथरे उडे डिबेट करबा ओके एबे 136 क्वेश्चन को आंसर दियो प्रियदर्शिनी ए डिबेट ता हमर बाकी रहिला ओके so which one of the following is an example of growth in non-living things? Is that a child growing taller? No, a tree growing branches, or a balloon inflating? So non-living thing कथा पचारछि हमर ट्री ग्रोइंग ब्रांचेस ट्री टा को हमें नॉन लिविंग रे काउंट करूनी ट्री को हमें लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म रे ही काउंट करूछि ओके तो नॉन लिविंग कथा पचारिले बलून इन्फ्लेटिंग कथा कहिबो ठीक तो बलून टा जते तार साइज एनलार्ज करूछि हमें हवा ता भीतर देला सॉरी एयर फ्लो कला फल रे कोन होछि ना एनलार्ज होछि पुनी छाडी देले सेरा कोन पुनी सिंक हे जाउछि दिस इज हम ऊपर डिपेंड करे राइट चलो नेक्स्ट why is reproduction ना समय सेतिकी तो चलिबनी आहुरी एक्स्ट्रा तुमको भी कवर अप करिया को पड़िबो 500 MCQ is not enough you have to add 1500 at least फ्री स्टूडेंट तुमको कहि भी पारुनी कि टेलीग्राम चैनल जॉइन करो एंड एक्सेट्रा यस प्रियदर्शिनी नॉन लिविंग थिला क्वेश्चन तमे आउट के ऐड करिया को पड़िबो तुमको बेटर कि तमे जदी गोटे बुक फॉलो करिवो ता सहित एटा कवर अप करले ताले दैट्स ओके ओके बट मु जानि छी ना मु केतिकी देइची that is not enough as I said. So why is reproduction considered as essential life for process? Because it helps organisms to breathe, or it helps in digestion, or it ensures the continuity of species, or it helps organisms move. Yes, it helps, it ensures the continuity of species. Okay, without reproduction, amara kana life agoku बढ़ी बनी. Next, see what is reproduction, guys. And no organisms live forever. To ensure continuity of species, organisms must produce new organisms like themselves. Okay, production of new organisms is called reproduction. Next question, guys. Which of these does not? Which of these does not excrete waste? Is that fish? Is that stone? Is that bird? Is that cat? Which of these does not excrete waste? तो लिविंग थिंग हेले ही से कोन ना एक्सक्रीशन करिवो नॉन लिविंग थिंग तो एक्सक्रीशन करिवनी ऑड वन आउट ओके so the process of getting rid of this waste by the living organisms is known as excretion. Human beings, animals excrete and remove the undigested food from the body, and oxygen produced during photosynthesis and carbon dioxide produced during the respiration. ताकू भी टिके मन रखिबो and याकू टिके रीड थ्रो करिवो. Next, a sunflower turning towards the sun is an example of. Guys, sunflower तो मैंने देखी जो side रे sun थिबे like east to west को ही से कौन move करिवे काहेकि because of the reproduction, because of the growth, because of the sensitivity, or because of the excretion. What will be the right answer? A sunflower turning towards the sun is an example of guys, to answer in the comment section now. No, not because of the growth, because of the sensitivity inside that. तारा body टा सेमती inbuilt ही यही था कि sun जो side को जिबे तो तारा heat को attract करेगी से कौन move हेबे. Okay, sunflower turns towards the sun, a process called what? This is heliotropism, primarily to maximize sunlight exposure for photosynthesis. तारा photosynthesis process को से dawn करिवा लगी जो पटो को sun जिबे तारा process को तारा face टा से याडू को हाँ एमिति मूवी ही चलिवा. Okay, and guys specifically they use differential growth on opposite sides of the stem to bend and track the sun's movement throughout the day. So तारा total process टा को side रे हुए ना तारा stem side रे जोटा कि तारा opposite side रे हुए and sunlight को एपट side रे कोना expose हुए and एपट side रे तारा total process टा occur हुए. And guys during the day the east side of the stem grows faster, causing the flower head to turn west to follow the sun. At night they reverse the process, returning to face east and anticipation of the next sunrise. Again से कौन ना night रे process को reverse कर दिए and again next day morning को wait करे. Last question, which characteristic differentiates a car from a horse? Movement, use of energy, growth and reproduction, or speed. Guys, it car and horse कथा कही देइछि, that means living and non-living कथा कहिछि. So movement, car and horse both the move करंती. Use of energy, like obviously different types of energy अछि, but yes होउछि ताको energy flow होउछि. And growth and reproduction, speed भी तारा दिजटा करा horse रे भी speed अछि, car रे भी speed अछि. But growth and reproduction only को कैसे ही परिबो ना living case रे ही परिबो, non living case रे ही परिबो. Okay, so this is all about the types of reproduction. Guys, also there is a two types of reproduction. One is a sexual and is a sexual. Okay, asexual reproduction कोठी हुए mostly plant cases रे देखियो को मिले, sexual reproduction हमर कोन human case रे देखियो. Okay, so this was all about today's session. Thank you so much for the class. Thank you so much present in my class. Dekha haba again Friday re with some computer quiz. Okay, thank you so much guys. And kichi bhi doubt achi then do comment in the comment section. Then mu next class to tamo clarify karta. Okay. Thank you so much guys. Have a good day. Take care of yourself and firstly of your parents. Thank you so much.